So today we're going to be installing a Dynomax exhaust delete. I'm not even 100% sure I'm going to like this because I actually really love the sound that the JL Wrangler comes with its factory muffler. But as you can see over here, the factory muffler is rather large and it is a rock target, and we have hit it multiple times breaking these exhaust hangers up here, which are made out of aluminum. I don't know if you could see it or not. We've already gone through about 3 of those and crushed our tailpipe somewhat and smashed this in. Again, I really like the sound of the factory muffler, but fortunately, from what I understand, removing this exhaust and replacing with the delete is pretty quick, simple, reversible, and if we decide we don't like it, if it's too drony or ricey, we can always go back. So that's what we're going to do. Alrighty. That's it. This is the whole thing. Maybe not the whole thing. Alright, looks like a clamp. And instructions, look at that. Remove the OE muffler, install the Dynomax tailpipe. That's pretty much it. So looking at the instructions, it looks like we're going to have to reuse this exhaust hanger, which is fine. So we'll have to loosen up this clamp, remove that side, and then pry that thing off. I'm going to take a guess. And what I'm looking at there is either 15 or 16. Let's verify. All right, 15. I just didn't want it to fly off into my face. There you have it. Whew. So we're going to have to reuse this hanger, so I'm going to have to free that up. Wow, that clears up a lot of space. Okay. So being that we're going to need to reuse this guy, I'm going to have to separate it. Probably need to use some lubricant though. WD-40. Nothing a little lubricant can't fix. So we can set this guy aside. Go ahead and install this. We're going to take our exhaust clamp. Let's see which way will be best. So you always want to install things so that you can actually reach it. So that you can reach it with a wrench. So we're going to loosely install this right now with the nut part of it heading toward the outside so that we can access it. So we're going to be using a 15mm socket to tighten up this pinch nut. Couple of the factory bolts that we removed. Go ahead and slip this on. Get this situated in place. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and reinstall the hanger, the factory hanger, onto the frame rail. Just right off the bat, you can see how much more clearance we have underneath the rear of our Jeep. The exhaust pipe is tucked up pretty high, and I think the J-hook will do a pretty good job of protecting it. So last but not least, I just need to tighten up the exhaust clamp. Again, using our 15mm wrench. Okay. And just like that, we've opened up the entire back end of our Jeep. It's good. think we need to lower it on the ground and see how it sounds. You ready? At an idle, it doesn't sound so bad. I'm surprised. But the amount of clearance that you get is awesome. All right, now that we got this exhaust delete installed, made by Dynomax, of course, we're gonna go out and do a quick test drive, see how it sounds in different conditions. Here. Let's go on the highway first, because that's really where my big concern is. We spend a lot of time driving to and from the trail, and there's nothing worse than being in a Jeep with a loud exhaust that's just got a drone for hours on end, because that just will wear on your nerves. So right now I'm doing about 45. It's dropping into 5th, 6th. So 6th gear, 7th, at 45, it's pretty quiet, not too bad. What I really want to know is once we get onto the highway, now it's an 8th actually, and we're cruising at a fast enough speed, like we're heading to Moab or something. I got to know what that sounds like. So that's with 513 gears. Takeoff is awesome. So heavy on the throttle right there. 2nd gear. I'm at 75 now, I'm cruising. It's dropping into 6th, 7th, 8th. So doing about 65 right now. You can hear it in 6th gear for sure. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera. 7th. At about 65 miles an hour. So I'm going to step on it so it drops a gear and you can hear it. Actually, I got it down to 4th. So the good news is it doesn't drone. It is definitely a little bit louder than stock, or maybe even it's the same, but the tone, the pitch of it is a little bit different. I can't say that I'm exactly thrilled with the quality of this sound, but for the benefit of what we get, which is a lot more clearance in the rear, no more rock target, no more breaking exhaust hangers, I might be willing to accept the trade-off. I mean, certainly getting all that back there opened up is a good thing. 8th gear, 75. I can't say it actually sounds any louder, or maybe slightly louder than stock. It's just a different tone, and it's not terrible. All right, this is what it sounds when you start it up. Rev it. Now I'm going to take off. way home from Moab, the Easter Jeep Safari that is, and that means we've racked up maybe about, I don't know, 2,000, almost 3,000 miles since installing our Dynomax exhaust delete. And while I did have my initial misgivings about how it would sound, or how it does sound even at lower speeds, my biggest concern was the drone. How would the drone be at highway speeds? And I'm happy to say that I don't even think about it. Especially in 8th gear, right now I'm doing about 85 miles an hour, cruising along. I don't know if I even think about it here the way I have other exhaust systems we've tested out in the past, especially on our JK. So for the benefits of how much space we gain in the rear, I'm super happy with this installation or this modification, and it'd be one that I highly recommend.